He spent 16 years in the bigs. He won 200 games in his career, a career that spans 16 seasons. He's a World Series champion, and he has stepped away from the game. It's his first season not being in the game for the first time in a long time. We're pleased to be joined by Jon Lester, who is playing in the ClubCorp Classic, a golf event in the Metroplex, Irving, Texas, beginning tomorrow. Celebrities galore playing in this event. I think our own Kevin Millar is going to be playing in this event, and it's an event you can watch on the Golf Channel Friday through Sunday. Johnny Lester, how are you? How's your golf game these days, man?
Man, I'm doing great. Golf game, I don't know. We'll find out how it goes today, but man, I'm enjoying being retired and not having the accountability, the responsibility of grinding. You know, get to watch my kids play. So it's been so far so good, man. I really have had a good time so far.
What do you miss about the game?
I mean, I think the biggest part is you know, that camaraderie side of it. You know, like the dinners, the flights, the clubhouse stuff, the baseball side of it, like the grind and all that. I don't miss. So far, I don't. But you know, I think just being around the guys, like coming out here, you get to see guys that I hadn't seen in a while, and you know, you get to have those dinners. You get to have, you know, we were playing cards last night in the hotel room, like just, you know, just stuff like that. I think that's the real thing that you miss, and you know, so I get to kind of relive that here, which is nice.
John, Tom Brady retired for a couple days and then did carpool for his kids and was like,
Says I'm out.
I'm out. You're laughing because it's true. Any adjustments to retired life?
Tell you what, it takes a special person to do carpool every day. I mean, I can get to school. I get in carpool. I get more road rage in carpool than I do driving to and from school. It's been good. I like it. It's fun. You know, getting up and then picking the kids up, talking to them about their day, and you know, getting ready for their game or their practice that night. You know, I joked with some of my family. I feel like I've turned into an Uber driver more than anything, just shuttling all over the place.
Your rating would be terrible if you're cursing all the time.
Yeah.
I would have a terrible rating.
All right, you're down in Dallas to do some business. Now, John lives in the Atlanta area, so I see him a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, we play a lot of golf. What do you talk about? All postage, no address?
A lot of postage, no address.
He has got the most gorgeous golf swing out of all of the retired athletes, but it can get away from him at times. My question is, how confident are you going into tomorrow?
I'll tell you what, I'm not here to win this thing. I'm here to have a good time. Like, let's get that. Let's establish that. I would like to have a better showing than I have at the Diamond / you know, Ritz-Carlton or whatever the one was called this last year. Hilton, I'm sorry. I would like to have some points. I'd like to be up there, but at the end of the day, man, like I want to keep it in play. I want to have a good time, and that's all it really is for me. I'm not trying to beat Smoltz and Marty and Mulder. Those guys have been retired a lot longer than I have and had more time to refine their game. So, like I said, man, I'm excited to be here and to see guys and hang out.
Yeah, no, Johnny, your big-time moments produce big-time reaction. I want to talk about 13 for a second and why I won't count you out this weekend, because I've seen you do the extraordinary, pal. In 2013, I get traded to the Boston Red Sox. I get lockered right in between David Ross, Saltalamacchia, and left-hander here. And I don't know that 2013 statistically, I don't really know what that held for Jon Lester. I know that me and Ben Sherrington had some conversation about you as I walked into the locker room, and maybe at that moment in time he didn't know if John was reaching his full potential. What happened in 2013, John? What do you remember about that postseason? I'm going to tell Boston fans what I remember. Madison Bumgarner gets all this pub and hype for what happened in 2014. Left-hander right here, this guy you're looking at, put the Red Sox on his back. Did you lose in that postseason?
Yeah, I lost 1-0 to Anibal Sanchez in Game 1 of the.
Oh, when he punched out 16.
You don't remember that, do you?
Not at all. And you know, I hung a curveball to Johnny Peralta, and he hit a base hit up the middle to score whoever was on second. Like I said, not that I remember it all, but no, Annabelle pitched great that day. But yeah, that was it. That was the only L that postseason.
Well, I remember David Ortiz taking home hardware that I certainly felt like you deservedly throughout every postseason along the way could have been in that conversation. I know you got multiple three-time World Series champion. That 13 season doesn't get talked about. Your effort in the postseason doesn't get talked about. Something, look at that, the White House, the boys at the White House.
Hey, look at that.
No, look, one other thing, John. I know that last night, I don't know if you saw that the Boston Red Sox honored Jerry Remy. Yeah. Any thoughts on him, knowing that it's going to be different moving forward?
Yeah. Rem was obviously a big part of that organization for a long time. What a great person, great baseball guy. A lot of, flights with him and a lot of stories and, that voice and his, when obviously I'm a little older and know Don Orsillo and those guys, when they were together, man, there was no better tag team to call a Red Sox game. And, he definitely will be missed. Like I said, just a great dude, great baseball guy. It was really sad to see, all that with him. And, I'm glad that the Red Sox, did that, because he definitely deserved that.
Yeah, all season the players and managers and coaches wearing the patch on the shoulder to commemorate Jerry Remy. As you were winding down your playing career, John, there was a lot of things written about your place in the game, your potential Hall of Fame candidacy. As I mentioned, 200 career wins. And I think it was said earlier in our meeting that we're going to have to judge pitchers differently now moving forward as opposed to how we used to. Where do you feel like you land as far as your place in the game and its history and your potential Hall of Fame candidacy? When that thing comes up, what do you think about it?
I don't know. I was very fortunate. I got to play the game for a long time. I got to be a part of a lot of great teams, play with Hall of Famers, some of the best guys in baseball. And I tell people, man, if in however many years, if I get a phone call, I'll be the happiest person in the world. But if it doesn't happen, I lived my dream. I got to do anything and everything I wanted that I dreamed of as a kid. I got to pitch on the biggest stages. I remember watching, Roger Clemens and Curt Schilling and even a Josh Beckett growing up pitch in these games. And I got to do it. And so at the end of the day, man, I'm more than happy with how things transpired and how it happened. And, like I said, if I get that call, I'll be able to answer that question a little bit better. If I don't, I'm not worried about it. I didn't play the game for that. I played the game because I loved it and I loved the competition and I loved winning. And I got to do those things. So I'm more than happy with everything.
Man, that's such a great answer. That's a really good answer.
It's a Hall of Famer in my book.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm starting the campaign now.
Hey, jumping off that, Miggy's about to get his 3,000th hit today, and I did some digging, some research. He had some success against Jon Lester.
A few. A few.
We couldn't get him out?
No. Any righty that could hit the ball with power to left center, or to right center, I couldn't get out. Like it was impossible. He stayed inside the ball so well. And D-Row, I was coming in there. Like that's what, and for him to get the barrel to it, I mean, he's stupid. I want to say it was probably close to 600 he hit off me with probably like a
531.
531, but we have a researcher who's in my ear telling
us what it was.
No big deal. What'd you have for breakfast real quick?
I had a Starbucks venti iced coffee just a minute ago, so I'm on the moon right now with that.
There you go.
You stay there. You stay right there, pal.
Hey, John, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck this weekend. Hit 'em straight. We'll be watching the ClubCorp Classic coming your way from Irving, Texas, there outside of Dallas. John, you're one of our favorites, man. Great to catch up with you. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thanks, guys. I enjoyed it as always.